Ni kira next level setup lah
Namai dulu.
Kau apa ni? Buat podcast 5 pagi
Apa khabar semua?
Apa khabar?
Nama aku Azmi.
Nama aku Hafiz.
And we are Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tak Unta collaboration with
Livecastkita.
Livecastkita. Representing. Okay guys, selamat datang. Aku seorang this time round. Hairul dengan Syahan tak ada, pasal diorang dah balik.
Sorry Hairul dengan Syahan kena take over.
Sekarang pukul apa Hafiz?
Pukul sekarang
Dubai time
5 AM.
5 AM Dubai time.
Tak betul.
Memang tak betul. Anyway, this is Hafiz, cousin aku daripada Singapore and transiting
in Dubai to Istanbul. Flight in another 5 hours.
Okay, so aku dah bilang dekat Syahan dengan si Hairul and that I want to do a podcast with him. Without them, takkan orang nak datang rumah aku pukul 5 pagi kan?
Tapi why not sih?
Why not? Kan? Tapi dorang pun malas.
Kata besok ni apa? National Day kan?
UAE National Day. Tapi dorang ni lah.
Saya nak tengok juga.
Jangan cakap dorang. Tengok mata kita.
Nak tengok juga kereta Porsche. Mana tu boleh test drive ke?
Kau dengar tu Syahan. So anyway, he's here for a few hours.
Yep.
Transiting through. And he's for Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tai Unta punya listeners. Okay, I want to say that I'm taking this opportunity, taking advantage to tap into dorang punya listeners. Kalau korang tahu tu is
Livecastkita ya.
Livecastkita ya? Bukan
Livecastkita.
Livecastkita.
Saya kita punya?
Betul juga. And he also is my go-to guy when it comes to the cameras, the videos. Kalau tak betul kan, kalau kau nampak in our episodes kalau blur apa kan, salahkan dia. And I'm his go-to guy
For the audio. Because I know nothing about audio.
Yeah, so kita collaboration lah. Okay Fiz. And
Yep.
Bila aku cakap you are my go-to guy for the video kan. What is it that you actually do in Singapore?
Boleh bilang
Bila nak cakap?
Full time job. Tak payah
Tak payah.
Full time job in a broadcasting company lah.
Broadcasting.
Tak payah bilang lah company mana kan.
Tak payahlah.
Then sideline I do real estate, video listing, photography for real estate agents in Singapore. So kalau ada real estate Singapore listening kan, hit me up.
Yeah, I will include his Instagram and also dia punya podcast.
Boleh promote sikit?
Promote.
Can follow me in Instagram, Baba Motions, and also YouTube.
I will also put his description on the YouTube punya profile lah, you know.
Okay, thank you.
I will put kau punya Instagram kat atas sini.
Cantik.
And also your company bawah sini.
Bukan company lah. Brand
service.
Service.
And then korang punya
Livecastkita, yes.
Livecastkita.
Untuk Livecastkita, follow Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tai Unta.
Okay. Other than that, and macam, Fiz, how's your flight?
Oh, tiring lah.
Padahal
Pasal
kena pergi Turkey kan. Padahal kau baru je pergi Turkey. Last
year December.
Less than a year.
About a year lah. Tu pun sama juga. Stop sini juga.
Stop sini juga. Yeah.
Lah, tiring because sebelum flight I was working until 2:30. Then lepas tu ada last minute photo shoot real estate.
Yeah.
Then balik rush, siap, then go for the flight.
So this real estate photo shoot is what is it that what kind of service that you are actually giving or doing for agents? Not specifically agents untuk anybody who wants to sell their house also.
Usually agents will engage me because they need the photo and sometimes video for marketing to market the house lah.
The house.
And then because some of the agents prefer just using handphone, sendiri ambil lah. But
But you want to make it. They want to
nicer
make it
lah. I'm not saying professional, but because I'm not a professional leader. But just to make it nicer lah. Yeah.
Okay guys, he is actually, aku tak pilih, he is my cousin, right? But actually I'm not really that close to you. Only recently.
Kita dua pupu
kita dua pupu.
Is it?
Ya, dua pupu lah.
Betul lah.
Kita dua pupu.
My dad and your mom, is it?
Yes, cousins lah.
So kita dua pupu lah.
Kita dua pupu. But actually I'm more closer to Amy.
Yes. Pasal your batch apa?
Yeah, when I'm growing up kan.
Ngabah Isyad lah.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Shout out Amy Isyad, dah lama tak jumpa.
Singaporeans.
Rindu.
Singaporean macam dah tinggal Dubai lah.
So, okay, let's talk about a little bit on Livecast.
Can.
What is it about? Korang pun baru-baru start lah macam kita juga kan.
Yeah, kita actually started I think just 2-3 months back lah. We are a group of friends who has known each other for I think close to 20 years. Because we started playing soccer together for a club in Singapore.
Club in Singapore tau
Club
guys.
in Singapore.
Jangan main-main lah.
But kita bukan professional.
Tapi for
on the road but road semua dah bercabang-cabang. Then
talking about Singapore Singapore lah. Talking about football. Ni sekarang pukul 5 kan?
5 pagi.
Ni Syehan dengan Hairul. Sekejap lagi korang kena bangun pasal kita ada Asian Cup. Dubai punya Asian Cup.
Dubai punya Asian Cup.
Yeah, between Singapore, all the Asian countries lah.
Masih ada ke? Bukan semalam ke?
It's local punya, kita buat sendiri. Most probably is futsal lah. But
itu yang korang train sikit hari Itu training ke tournament?
Itu main-main je. Semalam. Kaki masih sakit ni. But I'm not part of it lah. Because I have to work tomorrow. And
so Khairul and Syehan is the team, the team lah.
They are part of the team lah. And whoever you've seen on the story kan, most of them are playing. But I think you should know lah, I don't play football anymore because of my injury. And dulu
boleh main Hoya United masih boleh
time main Hoya. Okay, Hoya United is kita punya own
big family lah.
A very big family.
Hoya is our jujuk
Yes. Our moyang something like that lah.
Great grandmother lah.
Yeah. So it's kita punya own family punya football.
Correct.
Yeah. So during the time when I play, dah ada injury dah.
So dia selagi boleh jalan, boleh lari, go je.
Tak boleh lah.
Abang Isyad pun cakap tak boleh. Main juga.
Okay. Back to the Livecast.
Okay, so like I said, kita members dah about 18-20 years around there. But we kept in contact until now lah. So bila kita selalu jumpa, lepak and everything, kita macam rasa macam like daripada kita duduk just berbual kosong ni, might as well we do something kan.
Yeah.
And then one of our friend Hadi, shout out to Hadi.
Hadi bila nak sponsor topok-topok tempter,
dia ada all this stuff lah, like roadcaster, all the microphone.
Sorry, aku salah orang. Bukan Hadi.
Tu Khalid.
Khalid.
So Hadi have all this equipment. He say aku dah ada, jangan kita try. So that's how Livecast started lah. Livecastkita started.
And what is the direction or concept?
Kita tak ada arah sebenarnya.
Oh bagus.
Terus terang kita tak ada arah. The reason is kita never get to meet everyone at one time. Very difficult because of work, family and stuff like that. So that day, one of our friend Sheikh punya birthday. Tak tahu macam mana, everybody was there. That's how we plan. And then we just make a point like, why not we make a podcast so that everybody will make an effort to come down so that we can meet up.
Right.
And just berbual anything lah.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about arah, direction, memang tak ada arah.
I have to say, maybe I can relate to you. Pasal bila kita starting pun, kita ada our agenda lah, our concept. But when it comes to execution, for the first few episodes, macam very stiff. You know? And it's like, I won't say it's not going nowhere, but we haven't built up that kind of chemistry between myself, Shehan and Hairul. But now, I think quite solid lah for us. So for you guys, and you guys are not 3 person.
Oh no. Kita total 8. But we try to keep to a minimum of 3 during
every recording
lah. Jadi tak kecoh sangat. So yang selalu korang nampak is Hadi, Mus, Khalid and Syafiq. You guys will never hear from me or see me because I'm the back end guy belakang tabir. Actually malu juga nak buat benda ni.
You kan Livecast punya podcast sendiri tak nak appear tau.
Ni confirm kena maki ni kan korang.
But I think it's a good concept lah. You know, because kalau macam you have everybody in kan macam kecoh tu. Kecoh.
There was one episode. I think six of us. Tapi mic 3. Jadi
share lah.
Go je.
Semarang lah.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard the episode, but ada yang memang tak dengar suara lah, but go je lah.
I've heard a few of your episodes. Okay guys, kalau korang tak tahu pasal Livecastkita and they are actually doing something that's very unique and lain daripada lain in terms not in terms of content, but the way they do their recording, the execution.
Yeah, the style lah.
The style is not like any of the other podcasts that you and I may know of lah. Kau boleh explain?
Okay, so the reason why we name it Livecastkita is because we do more of TikTok live. Ni macam cerita hantu sini. So we do TikTok live where we try to get random people who join our live to naik kotak. Means join our live lah. Then from there we just do casual talking lah, like get them to have a conversation with us lah. So rather than the normal podcast, which is dah banyak kat Singapore, and I don't think we want to compete with them. Ada yang dah solid. Like I don't mention names lah. Some dah solid. So we were thinking of something different, but at the same time we can be ourselves lah. So that's why we decide to do TikTok. Yeah.
So it's basically the execution of delivering the recording is very very different.
Yes.
And
correct.
Kalau korang tak pernah tengok kan, korang tengok mostly is apa? Video or just audio?
Both. We do during TikTok live with video and audio lah. But we also post the final punya product in Spotify, so those yang never get to join TikTok live can listen back.
And also aku notice korang punya macam korang dah banyak guest and
almost every episode lah.
But here's the unique thing, dorang punya guest is not on location tu.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, it's not on location. It's all video
all they join our TikTok live, we invite them. Some of them memang kita dah pre-prep dorang. Like tell them like, okay, this day we're going to have a recording, so we want to interview you, just be prepared, blah blah blah. But some really macam like kita buat live, siapa ada dalam tu live, kita invite. Random lah. Like the first one yang first episode was I think terjun botol.
Yeah.
Where we had this
ada guest ke tu?
Ada. His name is Riantino. Dia Khalid punya member. He watch our live. So Khalid cakap, kita panggil lah.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be interesting
He's
because
the agent also, right?
yeah, housing agent.
Yeah.
And then he was sharing his story about how he become an agent.
Right.
So macam just go with the flow. Kita tak ada plan lah.
And lately, korang punya guest is quite dekat high profile juga kan.
Not famous but
a lot of followers,
quite well known in the social media punya industry lah.
Right.
One of them is the Angmo aircon guy. I think Singaporeans should know him. And then the last one we had was Ifa, who is one of the, I can say one of the best live seller in TikTok lah.
Okay, I'm sorry lah because aku tak ikut Singapore punya scene sangat lah.
Dubai tak ada kita?
Aku minta maaf lah.
Tak ada Dubai aircon guy ke? Tak ada.
Tak ada. Sini punya aircon guys semua orang India lah.
But actually korang punya content pun kita, when I first heard of it, macam like tumpuk-tumpuk tai unta, macam apa benda sini. But then when I ask you about what is it about kan, macam like it's gonna be interesting.
So okay. Ini pun aku nak tahu jugalah
Okay,
because
boleh,
sometimes
tanya.
you commented or you text me about our episodes and kita pun nak tahu and because our concept is basically Singaporeans who are living abroad.
Correct.
And we want to tell them about not only our story but how is it like being a Singaporean away from Singapore. And so it's basically an infotainment punya podcast. Of course we have people DM this episode best that guy bagus Hairul bagus ni bagus kan. But as a listener aku pun nak tahu. Now I have a real life listener beside me.
Kira live review
live review because our live review is with Salina. Kalau korang tahu yang Salina dan Rizwan, but they also down here but now we have a live reviewer by a Singaporean from Singapore who listens to our podcast.
Okay, before I start I just want to say adding Hairul to the team is actually a good move it adds another dimension
it's
to the
already
team,
we already earmarked him lah.
dah shortlisted.
It's just that the first episode between me and Sherhan is just an introduction.
Correct.
Hairul pun tak ada. Because why? Because a little bit of the backstory. We don't want him to come in straight away as a co-host.
Oh, that's why he's the first guest lah.
He's the first guest. So we can feature him as a guest, tell him his story, not as a co-host, but as a guest.
Okay.
But then after that,
macam he's made for the team lah.
yeah, dia paling kalau Rul, kau lah paling popular among the three of us.
Pasal dia kikik.
Kelakar.
Dia kikik. Dia tak tahu dia realize dia kelakar ke tak lah. But dia kikik lah.
Okay, kalau kau nak tahu Fiz, macam mana kau tengok dia dekat YouTube, dekat video and
Sama
on,
orang dia.
off recording macam gitulah dia. Very fun guy, lovable guy.
Dia masih single lah. Masih single.
Dengar tu.
So yang Singaporeans kalau yang nak datang Dubai, nak cari teman, nanti boleh cari lah. Apa ni Instagram? Timun Kai.
Timun Kai.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So back to the review.
Okay, why I like TTTU is because we know that a lot of Singaporeans in Dubai either for work or just follow the spouse.
Yeah.
Okay, but for me personally, I have no experience with anybody working overseas besides you lah.
Yeah.
And
But
kita pun dulu tak rapat sangat
Yeah.
pun. So I never ask like all these like minor details about moving overseas.
But you told me also you've actually got an offer kan to work here.
Not got an offer. There was an opening which I wanted to try, but ingatkan macam kat Singapore bahasa relax je, buat resume dulu baru hantar. Few days later
Dah
bring down.
Alamak.
So I miss that opportunity.
In a broadcast company apa?
In a boleh cakap
Boleh.
in Al Jazeera lah.
Yeah.
So before that also, my company in Singapore, they open up a bureau in Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
So I was, because they were employing internally lah.
Yeah.
So I was also considering. But after much thinking and then got no experience with anybody working overseas, I decided that macam I need a stable job which is in Singapore.
Yeah.
So I didn't go for it lah. And furthermore, I'm happy working
Right, in
in the
Singapore,
company lah.
yeah.
So I missed that 2 chances lah. If I had known, kalau TTTU ni start earlier, maybe things would be different.
Because of the
And I would say knowledge about
lah.
what do I need to prepare, what do I need to find out in working overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Does TTTU macam kita our not agenda lah, kita punya concept or direction is really to give information and ketua is just a little bit of detour lah. Ketua kadang-kadang kalau kau dengar podcast lain and then diorang punya listeners dia cakap no, hi, aku daripada this country and I love listening to your podcast. You know, your podcast brings me closer to home.
Listeners from outside lah.
You know, and we are talking about podcasters, all the different podcasts in Singapore lah kan. No, I'm from UK, I'm from France. No, I love listening. It brings me closer back to home. No, so this is where aku pun nak, macam mana nak kata, aku nak orang tahu, and is that of course we are here outside of Singapore, but what as a Singaporean think about us that's outside of Singapore. Kalau macam kau dengar okay, korang, this guy must be doing good, doing well, kerja tempat lain, no? They listen to us, very good, no?
Yeah, correct.
But what if aku turn back the whole thing, you know? I would like people from Singapore message aku, guys, aku daripada Singapore, aku pun suka cakap dengan korang punya
pasal
podcast.
korang is outside of Singapore pula kan.
And you give us another perspective of people who are actually living abroad.
Right, yeah, correct.
And a lot of them are actually happy, you know, with their lives abroad, you know. But if I say that if I'm a Singaporean in Singapore and I listen to another podcast in Singapore and I say blah blah blah, you know, I love listening to your podcast, you will already think that this guy sama lah. Sama.
Same place apa?
Yeah, same place lah. So that's aku punya also one of the reasons why I want to make this podcast, you know, to let us know that hey, we are alive here.
But actually it's good lah, because for me macam like I learn a lot. Honestly, I learn a lot about specifically if working in Dubai. What do you need? What is required? Things like that. Like macam tadi kita berbual pasal yang sponsoring tu kan. Before this, I don't even know that macam like actually family members need to have a sponsor in Dubai. So that's one good thing. Another thing is I've always asked you to bring guests in the media industry kan, because I really want to know, like, is there any difference in like working overseas for the different industry?
Right.
Because maybe macam like one of them is pilot.
Yeah.
Maybe for him is different requirements, different criteria, and then I've listened to the, I think, fireman, is it?
Yeah.
Different requirements, different criteria. So
I
I
mean,
want to know.
if it's a fireman from Singapore, it will be very relatable.
Yeah, then you can know macam like,
Yes.
aku kalau nak apply kerja, I just follow his steps lah.
Yeah.
But for me macam like, habis kalau media macam mana sih?
Yeah. But apart from job, but at least the information on adapting to life outside, not specifically in Dubai.
Correct.
You know, but adapting to life outside of
Singapore.
Outside Singapore, you know, we are sharing our
Things
experiences.
like the ni lah, sekolah bla bla.
Yes.
And then I think like, of course recreational lah.
Yeah.
Because takkan kita datang nak kerja je apa. We want to have a life in the country that we gonna move into apa.
Yeah.
So when listening to you all, macam like banyak juga Singaporean kat Dubai.
Banyak tu.
And then like korang ada apa yang community tu?
SMG.
SMG.
Yeah.
Then you have like Hari Raya gathering.
Yes.
Then the one you told me Hari Raya you go visiting, like
macam Singapore.
it's the same. It's just that with different people lah.
And we are talking about people that between the three of us who we know.
Yeah.
And especially macam Hairul especially, he's very well connected because he's
the man lah.
He's the man lah, you know, wakil rakyat. No, but there are also people from Singapore that we don't know.
Of
there
course,
are
I
many.
think pasal banyak sangat kan.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, in Dubai, I tell you, it is a surprise that I know there are a lot of people
A lot of Singaporeans.
A lot of Singaporeans in, I mean, across all races lah. Across all races. Macam semalam kita pun main bola dengan budak Cina pun.
But how close all these Singaporeans?
I have to say, if one person that we don't know, right, that person may know somebody else that we know. So it may be like a 2 or 3 or maybe a 4 tier punya kind of friendship.
Oh, okay,
You know?
okay.
Somebody will know somebody.
Mesti ada lah.
And if one person who is very, we're talking about very, very private, don't want to mix around with people, or not say don't want to mix around with people lah, you know,
Introvert lah.
Introvert, or they just don't want to spread their network among Singaporeans, which is fine. Which is totally fine. I don't have any problems with that. You know, none of us have any problems with that. Even they will know somebody else down here. You know, I have a friend.
At least one lah.
At least one. I have a friend down here, and dia, she does her own thing. You know, she doesn't join any of the Malay punya gatherings, this and that. You know, but she knows me. She knows a few other people. But the majority don't know her, you know.
Okay,
but at least there's some sort of service, not say support lah, you know. But at least somebody that she knows.
So that means, let's say, I got a job offer in Dubai. I come over. It's not compulsory to join the SMC.
No.
It's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory. It's just an organization to bring people together, you know. But it's not necessarily necessary for you to join a certain group of a certain group
body lah.
A certain body.
But it's advisable lah, because from there you get to network kan.
Yes, I mean the thing with living overseas is networking. Whether for recreational or for
business lah.
Profession.
Because one of your guests pun cakap like korang semua dah macam family.
Yes.
Like sometimes if I have to go to work or something like that, nobody to take care of my kids, I can send the kids to the friend's house, things like that.
And it's not only that macam down here very different in terms of macam Singapore. And why I say that, even like say anak aku punya classmate lah, and mak dia tak dapat ambil dia daripada sekolah, and she's not Singaporean, you know, maybe British ke or whatever lah, you know, nationality. So if their children are close to mine, they will ask, my wife, can you help me fetch? You know, so it's not specifically like I say, we as a community not only helping out each other, but we also help anybody lah.
So it's a close-knit community lah.
It's a close-knit community, but also because of the way we do things, we help each other kan. We also help other people who are not also Singaporeans. And this is I think something that kalau aku stay kat Singapore, I won't get to experience this at all.
Most probably dengan members je.
Yeah. Say for example, kalau I mean Singapore public transport is very easy kan.
Correct.
Kat sini tak boleh lah. Kat sini
rabak.
Rabak. Not say rabak lah, you know, but it's well recommended that you have your own vehicle.
Pasal murah kan.
Not really murah lah, for convenience.
Convenience. But cheaper than Singapore lah, definitely kan.
Way cheaper daripada Singapore lah. Way cheaper.
Geram je kan tengok kereta-kereta kat sini.
Banyak kat sini.
Macam tak nampak motor pun kat sini.
Macam I have to say, kalau macam Elden kan, and dulu dia tahu this car, that car. So it's everywhere.
So sini Mercedes semua is like normal lah.
Nothing lah.
Macam like bawa kereta
Ferrari
biasa.
semua nothing lah.
Waduh.
Ferrari, all the supercars semua nothing kat sini.
If anybody got a media job opening in Dubai,
InsyaAllah.
please let me know.
I know one guy, orang Otai sini jugalah. He's in the media, but apa ni, not broadcast lah.
Oh, the one you told me, is it?
I think so. I can't remember.
Journalist ke apa something?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So maybe if he knows somebody, or if he's watching, and maybe he can reach out to me if there's any opening.
Can. Ni boleh buat video resume sekali.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Hafiz.
Tapi Fiz, kalau ada opening, kau nak? Kat sini lah, kat Dubai atau Abu Dhabi, UAE.
Why not? Seriously, honestly.
Asal?
Firstly, because of the things I heard, people working overseas. Because, okay, for Singaporeans, when we say expat, kita tengok macam like, gaji dia orang maut apa. That's one thing lah, firstly. Because
but it's not true lah. It's a package.
But
Package.
because, okay, what I mean is, if you are getting the same amount as the money you earn in Singapore, then might as well you don't move.
Yeah.
That's for me lah.
Correct.
Of course, you need to earn more
There
to
must
make it worth it lah.
Yes.
Correct.
Must be more enticing and more
Yeah.
better than what you're getting lah.
Be it money, benefits,
All in one
lifestyle,
lah.
things
All in
like
one
that lah.
Yeah.
Because
Kereta.
okay, itu definitely sih. And then kalau ada opportunity, definitely I will take into consideration.
Would you say that the podcast actually open up your mind to if there's an opportunity that you may consider, rather than just say no, I don't want.
Honestly, before the podcast, I already thought about it. But cuma macam like I know nuts about working overseas, things like that. So when you say, kita nak buat podcast and this is the route that we're going kan, macam like it makes me wait for the episode macam like, okay, si Dini dah berbual pasal how to get headhunted. And then another guest will talk about another topic.
Yeah.
So it makes me macam like, okay, aku nak dengar pasal other topic which in regards to working overseas.
Yeah.
Itu that what makes me listen to TTTU. So that now after listening macam like, okay lah, macam it makes me easy. I'm just waiting for an opportunity or opening lah.
I would say that if there's an opportunity, your concerns are
Answered
well addressed.
Yes,
lah.
correct.
Yeah.
But because initially, my main concern of not moving is family lah.
Of course aku pun sama macam ni.
Because especially after listening to, I think forgot the guest name yang dia cakap he cannot be back in Singapore when his mom or dad pass away, things like that.
Yes, Abanza.
Bila dengar macam like, ni yang aku fikir-fikirkan tau. So, but after talking to my parents and then I told him macam, Abang Mimi cakap you given the rest tu kalau ada opening.
I mean, listening to that episode, you have to understand that during that time was COVID.
No, but still, if you're here, if your parents pass away, you still have to
fly back.
correct.
But when he was here, not when he was here. Bila your parents was here kan, then I was hosting them for that few hours kan. They actually told me about it. They actually tu lah, dia bilang Hafiz dengan Fatin, you guys still don't have any children.
Yeah.
So I think it's good opportunity kalau diorang dapat kan. I told them
Easier lah kan.
It's easier,
Without kids and everything.
Lagi boom, duit lagi dapat.
Itu pasal lah.
Tak payah
mana tu rezeki kat sini ke?
InsyaAllah. Yeah. Enough about tumpuk-tumpuk tak unta. And
Okay.
about Livecast.
Okay.
How
What
is
do
it
you
so
want to
far? How is it so far?
We are into our, I think 14 episode. So far kita tak cakap kita boom lah. Because we really have no intention to be like famous or like macam well known and things like that.
Yeah.
We just want to share our stories about our history, our friends and things like that, and then also interview people.
Yeah.
Kalau ada orang dengar, it's good. But kita pun pernah buat TikTok live whereby I think 7 people listening, and like majority is kita lah.
Yeah.
But we just go for it lah.
Yeah, an outlet lah.
Just an outlet to get, like I say lah, for us to get together.
Yeah.
Berbual rather
Mana lah tahu, it might be it might boom anytime, you know.
hopefully lah, insyaAllah. But we nak cakap kita tak aim for it, but we don't want to be famous. We don't want to, kita don't do this for the money or whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just for fun and to get together lah.
Yeah. So far, what kind of topics korang berbual Aku dengar one of the topics was apa ni, pasal bola.
Yes, because kita kenal each other from bola. So I think 1 or 2 episodes, Hadi and Khalid actually shared their side of the story lah, like their journey in playing for clubs and things like that. And then surprisingly, banyak sih orang suka the episode. For us maybe macam like boring because
you all went through that.
kita dah went through and then we talk about it before, so macam like just share lah.
See, I think this is the thing, because you talk something that of interest of to people that haven't gone through that kind of experience.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Maybe because for them pun macam like, I didn't know that it's actually this bad or this good the experience. Because like macam Hadi pernah share that he was rejected by the club or something, like macam he was offered macam peanuts.
Right. Yes.
To play for the club.
Pernah dengar.
So like macam he would rather work outside rather than play soccer. I think benda ni is dah macam is the common topic being discussed in Singapore lah, macam like the footballers salary, things like that.
I mean among footballers, they would already know.
Of course. Yeah.
But those who have not done it before or gone through it before, they won't know.
Yeah. I think most of them think that macam footballers ni semua living the glamour life, things like that. Which I don't think so, because gaji orang pun tak besar juga.
Right.
It's not like
even national
BPL.
level.
Certain. I believe certain players earn
well paid
quite comfortably lah.
Yeah.
But it's not like macam compared to BPL players who are earning millions of dollars lah.
Per week punya wages lah.
Yeah, that's why we see Singaporean footballers kadang quit early to go into another industry. Yeah. So it's interesting ah.
Right. Itulah, kalau korang nak tahu lebih pasal apa-apa dorang berbual di Livecast, sila tengok dorang punya TikTok
You can follow our TikTok Livecastkita, and then just follow our page so that when we go to live, they will receive notification lah.
Yeah.
If not, you can listen to us at Spotify, Livecastkita.
And kalau korang suka atau dengar suara Hafiz ni sedap, and this will be the one and only time
One and only.
that you will see him or hear him. Unfortunately, not on his own podcast. And dekat tumpuk-tumpuk tai unta.
Correct.
Yeah. So I have to apologize if the whatever we've been talking for the past 45 minutes a bit dry, a bit bland.
45 kita plan 20 minit je.
Ini baru 2 orang berbual loh. Kan? Yeah, but like we say, this is a collaboration.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for Singaporeans wanting to work overseas, wanting to know about how's life working overseas, you can listen to Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tai Unta.
For Livecast punya followers.
Yes.
Watch
Follow them.
Potek Unta.
Spotify.
Potek Unta. Watch and follow Livecastkita.
We support each other.
Yes, we support.
Yes.
With that, it's 5:41.
5:41.
Sekejap lagi dah sunrise. Sekarang you are leaving when?
I think about 2 hours lah.
In 2 hours.
2 hours.
Back to the airport lah.
Yes.
Yeah. So kita doakan Hafiz punya perjalanan dipermudahkan.
InsyaAllah, amin.
Dia dengan isteri dia Fatin tengah tidur.
Yes.
Aku belum tidur lagi, sekejap lagi aku kerja.
Oh yeah, I would like to say thank you to Abang Mimi for hosting us twice already, and then for allowing me to join
Tak apalah.
this podcast.
No problem. That's what we do. And kalau kat sini siapa-siapa ada yang my relatives, even for short stay,
Yeah, correct.
more than welcome. Right? Tapi kalau korang nak duit apa, jangan cari aku.
Boleh cari untuk job opening, boleh dapat duit.
InsyaAllah. InsyaAllah. So with that, and I would like to say, sabar. Thank you very much, Hafiz, for coming.
Thank you to you
not
too.
for coming, for the transit
For transit
and featuring in this podcast.
and sorry Sherhan and Hairul for taking your place.
Diorang dah bangun lah.
Dah bangun
lah. Diorang nak pergi tournament ni sekarang. But thank you very much, and to the Livecastkita punya Livecastkita punya supporters, you know, hopefully you are entertained, you know, by this short and sweet, maybe a little bit dry, a little bit boring.
Yep.
Sorry Hairul tak ada to entertain us, to make us like
hype the podcast.
yeah. And I'm sorry about that, but then again, I think it's a very good episode between the two of us.
Yep.
Right? Terima kasih Hafiz.
Thank you.
Kita jumpa lagi
Bye.
Bye bye.